so crazy about you. I'm so crazy about you.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faye. If you are not new here, thank you so much for coming back for a new video. As you can see by the title, today I'm going to be reviewing all of the new makeup launches from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I believe it's all of them. They sent them over to me in PR and I was super excited specifically for the Power Grip Primer because you guys know how much I stand for the Milk Hydro Grip. So if we can find us a nice little affordable dupe, I'm all here for that. So I figured I would jump on here and test out all of the products with you guys on camera because I want to know how they work. I'm sure you guys want to know how they work so we can figure out together whether or not they're worth the coin. If you enjoyed today's video, definitely be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, definitely join the fam by clicking on the subscribe button down below. And if you'd like to see me go from this to this, then definitely keep watching. Okay, so I went ahead and zoomed you guys in. Today I'm gonna start off with my brows. I typically do my brows after foundation, but since I'm gonna be trying out a new brow product, I figured I would start out with the brows today. I'm going to be testing out the e.l.f. Brow Lift, and I've tried products like this before, specifically the one from Anastasia, and I was not a fan. So we're gonna test out this one today and see if we have a different experience. The brow lift itself retails for $6, and they also sent over this little brow applicator brush that retails for $4. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and it looks like the brush comes with a spoolie on one end and a spatula on the other. So from what I understand, you use the spoolie to apply the product and then you use the spatula side to really press and smooth it down. Also wanted to mention really quickly that I hydrated my skin this morning with this product from e.l.f. This is new from their skincare as well. This is the Holy Hydration Cream. It has SPF 30, and I actually received this like a couple weeks ago. Well, yeah, a couple weeks ago in PR as well, and I've been using this for a couple of weeks. I am a huge fan of this. So if you're looking for a really hydrating moisturizer that is affordable, that has SPF in it, and isn't gonna leave your skin feeling like it has like a film on top of it, then I would definitely recommend this one. I do have oily skin if you're new here. So I have really been enjoying this for hydrating my skin. And in case you want to see on the inside, it's just a really thick white cream. And yeah, and it does say on the back that this is for AM use, probably because of the SPF it has in it, but I have really been enjoying it, so just wanted to mention that to you guys really quickly. Okay, so back to the brows. So it does say on the directions for the spoolie to tilt this 45 degrees, like so. So I went ahead and tilted it, and then we're gonna dip it straight into the product and apply it on the brows. So I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm just gonna kind of dip it in there because we can always add more product later. So I'd rather go in with a little bit at first and then add more later on. So the whole idea with this is that it's supposed to really help to hold your brows in place and give you that kind of fluffy brow if you're into that. So, I mean, she looks like she's working. I don't know. See, my whole thing with these products is I feel like they don't hold my brows. Like, they work at first when you initially apply it on, but then it doesn't actually hold my brow. So this is what the brow is looking like. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side and then we'll see. Okay, so here's how my brows are looking. And I kind of feel like they're kind of holding, but they're also like on the outer parts, they're kind of just going back to how they were. So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm gonna be using my Benefit Goof Proof and Precisely My Brow Pencil because I don't have any e.l.f. Brow products. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows, and then I'll come back and show you guys how it looks with the brows filled in and the gel. Okay, y'all, so as you saw, I ended up just wiping that out of my brows because when I went in and started trying to apply my brow pencil, it wasn't going on top of it. So I don't know if I applied too much of it or I don't know, but it just wasn't doing it for me. So I wiped it out. There's probably still some, I mean, I will say there's some hold to it after I wiped it out with my fingers, but I just don't think that these products are for me because like I said, I even tried the Anastasia one when it came out and I just wasn't a fan. I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong. Y'all let me know down below if you've tried out products like this, how you like them. I'm not gonna give up on it completely just yet. I'm gonna try it again once I actually put my foundation on because I do typically do my brows after foundation. But I just right now I'm a little nervous about it. So we're gonna set this to the side just for right now and move on. So I'm going to do my eyeshadow. I don't have anything new for eyeshadow. So I'm just going to use these little bite-sized, what do they call these? Bite-sized eyeshadow quads. And I think I'm going to focus on Carnival Candy and Truffles. So I'm going to put you guys in fast forward, go ahead and do my eyeshadow, and then I'll come back once I get to another new product to share with you guys. All right, well, that escalated quickly. I'm back. As you can see, the eyeshadow is done. I wasn't planning on going this dramatic, but here we are. It's been a minute since I've played an eyeshadow and we got a little carried away, but that just goes to show you guys that you don't need super expensive products to get a really good makeup look. So this is how the eyes are looking. My camera did cut off about like a little over halfway through me doing my eyeshadow. I was applying this shade right here from the Truffles palette on my eyelid, and basically all I did after I applied that is I went back in with the dark brown and blended out the edges, and then I also added a little bit of this I'm not sure what these are called, but these little like glitter situations. I added this one in the shade Flirty Birdie. Yeah, Flirty Birdie. And I just used this little tiny brush to apply it just a little bit right on top for a little bit of sparkle. And yeah, that's all I did to the eyes. I added a little bit of eyeliner just along the waterline or the lash line and added a lash. And my lash today is this one from Ardell, the Studio Effects, and I'm using the Demi Wispies. If you guys can see, Demi Wispies. So that's it. That's all I did on the eyes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the face now. This eye is really trying to end me. I don't know what the issue is, but it is watering like crazy and it's trying to ruin me right now. But we're gonna keep going and hope that it can just hold it together because it's really trying to end me. But the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the new primer, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is honestly the item that I was the most excited about for their new launch because like I mentioned in the intro, you guys know I am a huge fan of the Milk Hydro Grip, and I think that this is supposed to be a dupe for that. So we're gonna test it out. It says to apply evenly to face before makeup using fingertips, pat into skin, and allow 30 seconds to set before applying makeup. So before I do that, I'm gonna do my normal routine. I'm gonna start off with, actually, am I gonna do my normal routine? Because this is supposed to be a drugstore look. So let me get some drugstore products. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with these from CoverGirl. I have the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Mattifying and Skin Smoothing Primer. So I'm gonna start off with the mattifying primer, which is just like a little kind of like cream-based product. Similar to the Fenty mattifying primer that I always put down first when I start my base. And then after that, I'm going to go in with the skin smoothing one. And I'm only going to put this similar consistency. But I'm only going to put this right on my T-zone area. And I like to also bring my smoothing primers under my eyes. If you have fine lines, that's a little trick that I like to do just to smooth that area down in my laugh lines. And on my forehead, and these little lines that I have on my forehead. And we're gonna let that just kind of sit and marinate for a second before we go in with the e.l.f. primer. All right, so again, this is what the packaging looks like. We have a nice little pump on there, which I can appreciate. And I'm also gonna just show y'all really quickly what the product looks like. So there's the product, a little bit runny, but it's definitely giving very much Hydro Grip jelly vibes. So let's go ahead and apply this to the skin. And typically I would just apply it to my hands and rub it in, but I'm trying to get some cute little shots for an Instagram reel. All right, so we got it rubbed in and it's definitely tacky, as you can see. So next we're gonna go ahead and go in with our foundation. Today I'm actually gonna be mixing two foundations. I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and I'm gonna be mixing that in with a little bit of this foundation from e.l.f. This is their oil-free, what is this called? I'm not exactly sure what this one is called, but I'll have everything linked for you guys down below. I think this is called like their Flawless Foundation or something like that. I'm not sure. But I'm going to be mixing the two of these because this one is very neutral and this one looks like it has a little bit of warmth in it. So I'm going to mix the two of them together to try to get a good match for my skin tone. Okay, so the color is giving a little bit ashy tones. So I'm gonna mix in a different foundation that is a little bit warmer, because that actually ended up not really being very warm at all. So I'm gonna try to correct it with this foundation that is obviously much warmer than that one. Which this is the foundation that I would typically mix with that e.l.f. foundation, but I was trying to keep it all drugstore. So, but listen, I can't be out here looking crazy because I got other videos to film today. So I'm mixing in some of my NARS Soft Matte Complete in the shade Maria, because she never fails me. And I actually have never used this one before, but when I looked at the shade, I was thinking that maybe it would be a good one to mix with my e.l.f. foundation, but I might have actually been better off just using the e.l.f. foundation by itself, because it definitely didn't accomplish what I needed to accomplish. Okay, so that looks way better. And once I do my concealer and everything, it'll all blend together. Sorry, my phone keeps buzzing. Of course, every time I'm sitting here trying to do something, my phone wants to be going crazy. All right, so I mean, the skin, she's looking pretty good. I mean, I can't even front. Definitely looking very good. Everything applied nicely on top of that, on top of the primer. And I mean, I don't know. We might have a little competition on our hands. So next I'm gonna go in with concealer, and I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealers. I have both the, I think both of these are, I guess, the original one. I think one of them is hydrating and one of them is the original, but it doesn't actually say on the packaging which one is which. So yeah, I think I'm maybe just gonna mix them together. And also, I forgot to mention to you guys, so this primer retails for $10, and they also came out with a sponge. It came in this packaging right here. It's the angled silicone face sponge, and basically it has a silicone bottom for blending out foundation, which I completely forgot to use this to blend out my foundation, so sorry about that. But it has a regular spongy side and then a silicone side for blending out your foundation. So I'm gonna use this to blend out my concealer today, I think. And this sponge retails for $6. So we're gonna go ahead and apply our concealer under the eyes. And I'm gonna start off with this one. Well, actually I didn't mean to start off with this one, but it's already on now. So this is the shade Medium Beige. And we're actually just gonna put a little bit of that. I meant to start off with the darker one. This one is in the shade Tan Latte. And this is also the shade that I used to prep my eyelids for eyeshadow. Sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time. But we're just gonna go ahead and apply this on and blend it out. Okay, so I do really like this sponge. It took me a minute to get used to the angle that it is because I'm used to a pointy angle, like to really get up in the inner corners. So I did actually switch over to my DSMD sponge specifically just to get up in those inner corners. But besides that, I do actually really like this sponge, and I think I'll like it even more to carve out like my cheekbones, to carve out my nose and stuff like that. So I'll use it for that in a second. So next I'm gonna set my under eyes, and I'm using this powder from e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow Setting Powder, and I have mine in the shade Medium. So I'm gonna start off with a brush, and I'm just gonna go under here and just blend out any creasing, which there isn't very much, before I go in and set. And I wouldn't typically use a glowing setting powder under my eyes, but I haven't ever used it, and I wanted to basically pull out all of my e.l.f. products today and use them for this video. So we are gonna test her out. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and finished off my eyes off camera because I don't know what this eye has against me today, but it does not want me to be great. It keeps watering. It was just a process to like finish my eyes, but I basically just did what I did on the top. I blended the transition, and then closer to the lash line, I did the dark brown, and then right on the outer part of the lash line, right up against my lashes, I did a little bit of the black. So yeah, and then to highlight my inner corner, I use this little duo. This is T for 2. And I use the shimmery shade right here in my inner corner. So I just went ahead and took care of that off camera because it's a process. So this is how the face is looking after I set it. I like the powder. I was a little bit nervous about it being a glow powder, but I do like it. So now I have another new product that I'm going to be testing out for you guys. This is the new e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I'm sure you guys have seen this going around on social media. I picked up mine in the shade Tan 425 Neutral because that's the same shade as the foundation that I have. And this was actually kind of hard to get my hands on. I ended up getting mine from Ulta. I, of course, will link everything for y'all down below if you're interested in picking it up. But we're going to use this to set the face today. And this is what the packaging looks like. And this is what the inside of the product looks like. So I'm hoping, it looks a little bit dark, but I'm hoping it'll be a pretty good match. I'm not gonna go like too heavy-handed with it, and I'm only gonna apply it to the areas that I didn't set. So let's go ahead and see what she's giving. Okay, it's a little dark. This would probably be a good shade for like summertime for me. But yeah, it's definitely a little, well, I don't know. On camera, it doesn't look so bad like in the viewfinder. But to me, I kind of feel like it looks a little bit dark. So I might try going up a shade in this. I do like it though. I like how it's setting my face. It's really lightweight, and it's just giving me a really nice smooth complexion. So I definitely like it. I think I just need a lighter shade. So I may return this one and get a shade a little bit lighter, but I do like the way that it looks. Oh yeah, also wanted to mention, I went ahead and did my brows off camera. I decided to not go back in with this brow lift because I'm liking how my makeup is coming out, with the exception of my eye watering, and I just didn't want to chance it with the brows after I already have so much of my makeup done. So I'll probably play around with this a little bit more on another day, but like I said before, I've tried products like this before and I just haven't been a fan. I was hopeful that maybe I would like this one because I've heard a lot of people say that they like this one. Well, I've heard a couple people say that they like this one more than the Anastasia one, so I was hoping that maybe I might like it, but I just think that maybe those particular types of products are not for me. But I'll test it out a little bit more and I'll keep you guys posted on if I end up changing my mind. But as of right now, it's a no for me on the brow lift. Okay, so next up is bronzer. I have these putty bronzers. They actually came out last year. I have two shades. I have Bronze Belle and Golden Days. And I did do a review on these when they originally came out, and I think that Bronze Belle was the one that I ended up liking, if I recall correctly, because I think this one was too light. This one is in the shade Golden Days. I think it was too light and it just blended into my complexion. So we're gonna go in with Bronze Belle, and I'm using this Morphe Y12. It's just like a flat little brush. Really good, in my opinion, for cream bronzer. And I'm also gonna go back in with this sponge and use it to kind of clean up underneath the bronzer and see if I like it a little bit more for that. I liked it for setting underneath my eyes, but I think I might like it more for getting a nice straight line underneath my bronzer. Yeah. Which I guess if you're not carving out your cheeks, then you probably won't really care for that, but since it has that nice straight edge on it, it just gets right up along that cheekbone, or jawline, not cheekbone. But yeah, so I really like this sponge. Like I said, I like it for like all over the face. I think it would be nice for carving out your jawline. It's a little bit hard, like I said before, to get like right up in those inner corners, but anywhere that doesn't require that you get up into a tight space, I think this is a really nice sponge, especially for like setting down the sides of your nose and stuff like that. The straight edges on it would be really good for that. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up my face really quickly. I'm gonna put you guys in fast forward. I basically just have blush and highlight left, and then we'll jump to the new lip products. All right, y'all, so last but not least, we have some new lip products from e.l.f. We have some lip liners. These are the Love Triangle Lip Filler Liners. These retail for $4. And then we have these lip stains. I'm not sure how many come in the collection, but they sent me 3 of these, and the packaging on these is really cute. These retail for $6. That's what the packaging looks like. And then on the other side, or on this side, you can see the color of the shade that is actually in there. So I have the shades Basic Beige, which looks like kind of a brownish mauve tone. I have Pinkies Up, which looks like a nude. And then I have Power Mauve, which looks like a mauve shade. And then for the lip liners, I have Mauve, Soft Pink, and Light Brown. So more than likely, I'm gonna use, I don't know if any of these lip liners actually are gonna work for me. Because my personal preference is a brown lip liner. The mauve one actually might work, but I'll show you guys swatches of how they look. But I'm probably going to use a brown lip liner because that's just my preference. Okay, so I zoomed you guys out just a little bit. And the first shade we have is light brown. Yeah, light brown. So it's a pretty color. It's just not that dark. So that is what light brown looks like. The next shade, I mean, I don't know. I might try it. We'll see. We'll see. The next shade is Mauve. And this is the one that I was saying, well, it looked like it would be darker, but it's actually not that dark. So that's Mauve, the pinky one next to the brown. And then lastly, we have Soft Pink. And that is what that one looks like. So a brown, a mauve, and a pink. I'm not mad at these shades. They're just, I guess they're just not my typical shades, but I may actually try the brown one. But before we get into that, I'm also going to swatch the lip stains. So we'll go from lightest to darkest. The first one is Pinkies Up. Ooh, I like the texture of these. They look a little sheer though. So I'm interested to see how they actually apply to the lips. But that one is Pinkies Up. And then next we have Basic Beige, which I'm definitely not getting beige. Is that what it says? Yeah, Basic Beige. So this one right here. And it's actually coming off a little bit more orangey on camera than I feel like it looks in real life. Well, no, actually, now that it's sitting, it does look kind of orange. Definitely not beige, though. And then lastly, we have Power Mauve, which I don't know if I would say that's mauve, the last one, but Power Mauve. So I don't even know what shade to do. I think I'm gonna do the lightest one. Yeah, the lightest one, which is Pinkies Up. And I'm gonna line my lips with the light brown lip liner, and I'm gonna try to fill them in completely and then go over it with the lip stain. Okay, so this is light brown all over. To me, it basically kind of looks like the same shade as my lip color. Well, no, a little bit lighter probably than my lip color. And then next I'm gonna go in with Pinkies Up on top. Okay, so this is how it looks. I'm actually not mad at it now that it's on my lips. I think, well, I was gonna say I think it might be a little bit warm for this eye look, but I could probably fix that pretty easily if I just went in with this bite-sized eyeshadow palette in Carnival Candy, and I just added a little bit of this red tone in the crease. So I'm actually gonna do that really quick and see if that makes a difference. Basically just adding a little bit of warmth, because right now the eye look is pretty cool toned. So you see the difference between this eye and this eye, and now it kind of goes with the eye look, or with the lip kind of goes with the eye a little bit better. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. Okay, so this is how we're looking. She's kind of cute, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and comb my hair down and just kind of like get myself together. And then I'll come back to give you guys my final thoughts on all of the new products. I'm not gonna talk too much about the like the old products, not old, but y'all know, the other e.l.f. products I already had in my collection. Oh, also too, they have a setting mist. I almost forgot. So this is the Stay All Day Blue Light Micro Setting Mist. Looks like this. And it says, lock down your look with this lightweight makeup setting spray that absorbs blue light, infused with skin-loving aloe and elderflower extract, helps keep makeup looking fresh all day with a matte, shine-free finish. Okay, I heard it had a little ball in there, so I assume you have to shake it up. Probably because it is matte. So I'm guessing it has something in it to help keep your skin mattified. And this retails for $10, by the way. All right, so we're gonna set our face with this. I'm gonna start off just spraying it. Okay, it has a nice, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, a nice little mist on it. Ooh. Okay, it's nice. It smells like it has charcoal in it. I'm pretty sure it's not super strong, but it definitely smells like it has charcoal in it, which is an ingredient that is used to mattify the skin. So, okay, now we're done. Face is done. I'm actually, I'm kind of impressed with the way that it looks. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, get my hair together and all of that, and then I'll come back to give y'all my final thoughts on all of the products. All right, you guys, so I am back. This is the finished look. Obviously, you guys saw the makeup already, but I went ahead and, you know, kind of pulled myself together for the outro, and I do have another video I need to film after this. So wanted to pop back on here really quick and just give you guys a little synopsis of the new products. I did go ahead and put them back in the little box that they came in so that I could do a thumbnail really quick. For the most part, I really enjoyed all of the products that I tried, with the exception of the brow lift. As you guys saw, you guys can let me know down in the comments if maybe I'm using it wrong or I'm doing it wrong, or what, you know, maybe it was me. Maybe it's not the product, maybe it was me. But pretty much anytime I tried these types of products, I just noticed that they don't really hold my brows in place. They'll hold them for like the first couple minutes or like seconds. And then once I start doing other things or like going to fill them in, they just don't hold them in place. So I don't know, maybe this is a product that works for some people and doesn't work for others, or maybe works for certain like brow hair types and doesn't work as well on others. I don't know. But for me personally, it didn't really work that great. So like I said, let me know down below if you're someone that has this product and you love it, or you have the Anastasia Brow Freeze and you love it. Maybe it's me. So let me know in the comments. I really liked the Power Grip. Let me know also in the comments if you guys would like to see a comparison between this and the Milk Hydro Grip, because I am curious personally how the two would wear side by side. Like if I did my whole normal face routine the same as usual and I just did e.l.f. on one side and Milk on the other, if they would wear the same, if they are in fact a dupe. From what I could tell, it's definitely giving dupe, and I actually feel like this one might be a little more grippy, if that makes sense. So yeah, let me know if you guys would like to see that. I'm definitely going to be testing it on my own time, but if you guys would like to see it as well, let me know and I will test it with you guys. I like the lip liners. I'm going to check online to see if they have more shades, because I think I would prefer a darker brown shade. So if they do have a deeper brown, I will definitely be picking them up. They are nice. They apply to the lips nicely once you kind of get them going. But the shades that I got, they're just not my preference. I typically prefer like a kind of medium to not dark brown necessarily, but I'm like the typical matte cork ColourPop BFF3 vibe when it comes to my lip liners. So yeah, I definitely don't want to count the lip liners out because it's not that they weren't good, they just weren't my vibe for the shades. And I also really like the lip stains too. So if you're looking for something that's kind of natural that you can throw on your lips and it'll kind of just wear nicely throughout the day and give you a nice stain on the lips, I would definitely recommend these. It's not going to give you a ton of color, but it does give you a nice glossy look to the lips. Very natural, and then it just kind of gives you a light stain. They do definitely stain because as you can see on the back of my hand from when I swatched them earlier, they are very much still there. I actually forgot that they were on the back of my hand and accidentally rubbed my hand on something and was like, oh, and looked down and I was like, oh, my hand is stained. So they definitely stain, and again, they're only $6. Also really like the sponge. Like I said in the video, it was a little bit tough to get into the inner corner, but I'm sure with practicing and using it, you know, a few more times, I would probably get used to it. Sorry I didn't get a chance to test the silicone side. I kind of forgot about it in my excitement for the primer. But I mean, e.l.f. makes really good sponges. I have several other sponges from them that I absolutely love, so I'm sure that this one is no different. And then as far as this setting spray, I liked how it set my makeup. I can't really tell you guys too much as far as if it actually extends the wear of my makeup or if it actually does anything with the blue light. Personally, I kind of feel like the whole blue light thing is a little gimmicky as far as it goes with adding that on like makeup products, but I'm sure that there are pretty good ingredients in here for helping to keep your face matte, because I did notice that my skin did look a little bit more matte after I sprayed it on. I just don't know so much about the blue light part. But yeah, it does have a really nice mister on it, and you really can't go wrong for $10. So if you're looking for something to kind of refresh your face or mattify your skin or set your makeup and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I would recommend trying this out. Again, I just can't speak too much to the whole blue light thing because I just don't know if that's a real thing. I mean, I know it's a real thing, but I just don't know if saying that makeup products have ingredients to help protect your skin from the blue light is a thing. So yeah, I can't speak too much on that. And then last but not least, the moisturizer. I told you guys in the beginning of the video, I didn't get it with this particular PR box, but I did get it with one of their skincare PR boxes that they sent out, and I have been loving this. Again, it's the Holy Hydration face cream. I love that it has SPF in it, so I can moisturize and get my SPF in one product. And it's a nice thick cream, so it hydrates my skin, but it doesn't leave it with like a residue or so like it doesn't do anything weird or make me more oily throughout the day, which I like. Just because you're oily does not mean that you don't need moisturizers and hydration, and having that on your skin actually will help you to be less oily throughout the day. So I have really been enjoying this. It gives my skin a nice glow and it doesn't make me super oily. So yeah, that is pretty much all that I have to share with you guys for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel and you made it to the end of the video, definitely be sure to subscribe down below to join the fam. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I have for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next one.
We can count all the stars in the sky as they pass by your face. Take a trip up to Mars, hold you tight.